All right, good evening and welcome to part B of day 2. In today's, uh, in this section, we'll be looking at more HTML elements. Not more HTML elements. So, all right. Okay, we have the main elements. This specifies the main document. It specifies the main content of a document. So what the main element does is that it defines or specifies main content of a document. All right. So we have a map. This defines an image map. We have the meta. This defines a scalar. The metadata about the HTML documents. So we also have the nav. Nav defines a navigation link. So we have, when we want to define a container, we use the object. So this defines a container. Or an external application. Okay, we have the param. To defines parameter. We have the oh yeah, we learn about the input in the other. We also have the output. I forgot about this. What the output does is that it defines the result of a calculation. Now we have pictures, especially if you're working with a collection or maybe multiple images. So it defines multiple image, a container of multiple image resources. So have the queue element. This defines a short quotation. We have the script elements, the subscript element. We use sub for subscript and sub for superscript. Superscript. Subscript. So this one defines the client side. So when we want to define a section of a document, we use a span. So we use a time to define a specific time or define data time. Defines text, style differently. Var defines a variable. So like I told you, there are many different uh, elements in HTML. So we can't exhaust all of them. So these are a few of them. So this is just a few of them. So, all right. Okay, now let's quickly jump to the coding environment and then look what we can um, put up with these elements. So let's apply these elements to work. So now, so here you could see that the document type element is in use. The document type, yeah, switch is in use. Okay, then you can see the HTML element here. You see the head, you see the title. Okay, you can also see the H1. All right, you see the paragraph element. Then now I want us to look at the bold element. So for the benefit of this, say the quick graph first jumps over the lazy mouse and Mrs. Harry couldn't get her eyes off it. She was deep in thought. All right, this is a paragraph, so Ctrl S to save this. And you notice that when I refresh this, it comes in as just a normal paragraph text. So this is a normal paragraph text. Then I'll keep this by the side and I'll quickly grab this right here, then, and I'll, okay, I just got it out. So I want to put my B bold, and then I'll place it in between. So, and I'll save this. So notice that it looked like a simple plain paragraph text. Now, when I refresh this site, it becomes bold. All right. Now, another attribute that does the same thing is the strong attribute. So the strong attribute takes text and it makes it deep. The strong attribute takes a text and it makes it deep. The next one we're going to look for at is the button attribute. So I'm going to call this a button, and I'll say subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Meanwhile, if you're just joining us, please do like and subscribe this video. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, please. Your likes are very much needed to help us push these videos and keep this activity going. For 34 days, guys, we'll be doing this every day, every night. We'll be here working out this code and carrying you along throughout the whole coding process. You see, it's not something that is not doable. I think if it becomes part of you, you understand that coding is really fun. So please do smash the like button and let's push these videos far. So let me go again and make another button that says subscribe, like. Okay, now if I save this, now I want you to see something. I want you to see how some of these lines work. Now, when I refresh this, you see subscribe and like are two buttons, and they are just what beside each other. Now, I don't want subscribe and I don't want it to be like this. I want like to be down there below subscribe. So quickly, I'm going to introduce a break line. So I'm going to use an element called the word break line. These elements are just like tools in your toolbox. They are just like tools in your toolbox. All you need to do is when you have a problem, when you have a challenge, you dip your hand in your toolbox, you look for the tool that can solve that problem. So that's what elements are. So that's one simple thing about elements. So the break line is down here, and let's save this. So previously, look at what we have: subscribe, like, subscribe, like. Now, when we refresh this page, we have subscribe, like under it. And I don't really like the way it is, and I think there should be some space between subscribe and like there. So what do you think I'll do? Who knows? I think I'll have to what? Introduce um, introduce a space. Yeah. So I will introduce a paragraph. And in that paragraph, it will be an empty space. And then I'll put a break line after it. So let's see what it does. A break line after it, and I'll save that. So let's see what it does actually. Oh yeah, see, it's but the space is too much. So okay, I need to reduce this a little bit. So let's see. Let's space it out. Let's space it out. Let's space it out. Oh, whoa, what we do? Hey, go back. All right, no space at all. Oh, it doesn't work that way. So there's a paragraph in between it, and it is taking the whole paragraph line. So that is it. And what am I doing? When I keep popping up. Okay. All right. Try to figure out how to make this look really cool right now. So how about just a break line again? Yeah, very nice. So just a break line. I put a break line here to bring it down to the next line. Watch what happened. Um, I put a break line here, and then what happened was that when I put this break line, it was right here together. So what I did, I came in down there, then I put a break line again. I wanted to put a paragraph, but I figured out that a paragraph would give so much space, and I didn't want so much space around there. So I put a break line again. So when I put this break line and save, watch what happens. Watch what fancy happens. So we have a decent, this looks pretty cool. So we could make more buttons. We could make, go ahead and make more buttons, um, make more bold text, make more paragraphs, make more H1s, H2s to H6. Try around, play around with these codes, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much for always coming around. Thank you very much for following us in this learning process. You're doing so great, and I believe by the end of this program, we will land you your first job. So go ahead and please kindly smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you.